everybody, it's Johnny here at Perkins Motors in Colorado Springs, and I'm super excited to give you our first impressions and first look at this beautiful Destroyer Gray 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack with the new SixPack. Let's go ahead and take a look, and we'll go for a test drive and see how it feels. Starting here in the front, the first thing that catches my eye is this beautiful Destroyer Gray exterior color. I love this new color that Dodge is doing, and I love that they kept the body style very similar to what they did with the EVs. I personally was not a fan of the electric vehicle option, but I did like the body style. So I like how they kept that while putting the six-pack inline six underneath the hood here. So let's take a look at the vehicle, and we're going to start here in the front. In the front, you've got this beautiful open surface grille that's kind of hidden by the lip here of the hood. Underneath, you've got a really cool LED light bar that goes across, LED headlights, parking sensors on the front, and then I love this little grille slots that they have at the bottom here. It's just a really aggressive, boxy, muscular look for the vehicle. Now, right above the illuminated emblem right here, you have a front camera on this one. This is going to have the 360 camera with the bird's eye view, which we'll take a closer look at on the interior of the vehicle. But if you come up here, you'll notice that you have this beautiful logo for the six-pack, and I love how it's not angled towards the people in front of you, but it's actually angled towards the driver, so you'd actually view it this direction in order to see that. And I think that's just a really cool attention to detail there. I like how this kind of gives the impression that this is like a hood scoop because it's got these cool indents here on the hood. And I just think that that's a cool callback to some of the older models. But coming around here on the passenger side, and pardon my shadow here, but I love the way that this Destroyer Gray is reflecting in the sunlight. You've got the blacktop package here, which is going to have these beautiful 20-inch rims right here. And I just love the way that this fits on the vehicle with those Brembo brakes and the really large brake discs and calipers. I think that's just really nice. I believe it's 6 pistons on the front, which is really nice from Brembo, and some really nice Goodyear all seasons that are on here. You'll see this beautiful Scat Pack logo on the side here. I love that. And then we've got these black covered mirrors, and then this is the black top, so you can see that it's got the Destroyer Gray side, and then you have your windshield here, and then the full black top on the top, which is just a really cool look. You're going to have the 2-door coupe option here, and then you have your keyless entry door handles right here, which you just reach under and open it up. And then on the mirrors here, you do have blind spot monitors, and those look really nice. Coming around to the back side here, you've got a really nice spoiler on the rear, low profile, not too loud, but definitely a good look on it. You do have LED light bars and a tail lights and brake lights on the back. You've got your backup camera and the illuminated emblem there. And then you have your parking sensors and, of course, the Charger emblem across the back. The exhaust on this sounds really, really nice. It's got a dual tip exhaust here, and it just sounds really nice for being an inline six. But let's go ahead and pop the trunk. This here does have a powered lift gate, and look how it lifts up that rear windshield as well. You've got this nice cover here, so when it's closed, people can't look in and see what you have back here. But lots of space back here behind the back seat. You'll also see that you have your inflator kit in the back here, and then you have a button here on the side to close up the trunk. So we'll go ahead and close that up and back away. It beeps 3 times before it starts closing, which is really nice that they give us a warning there. Coming around to the driver's side here, you've got your gas cap right here. It is push to open, and you do have the easy fill right here. So really easy, and it does, of course, take 91 and up octane. Checking out the interior here, let's open up the driver door. And the first thing you'll notice is this massive door here. This massive door with this really cool textured look here on the door with the red stitching. You've got your door handle button right here. There is also emergency handle right under here in case you're stuck in the vehicle with a dead battery. You've got your window or mirror controls right here, your window controls and your seat memory. Speaking of the seat, you do have your adjustable seating here with your power adjustable seats and a power adjustable steering wheel here. Pardon the sun, that's really messing that up. You do have a fully digital colored instrument cluster here. You have a heads-up display right here in the hood, and then you've also got your large Uconnect 5 screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Both of those are wireless. We'll take a deeper look inside in just a minute here. We do want to see real quick how easy it is to access the back seat here. As you can see, lots of space back here for being a coupe, but you do have a decent amount of legroom and then also really easy access from the driver or passenger side. But before we hop in the vehicle, we're going to take a quick look underneath the hood, and we'll go from there. Let me get a drum roll, please, as we open this up. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's got the 6-pack inline 6-cylinder twin turbocharged motor here. Now this is going to have 550 horsepower and about 531 pounds of torque, which is really nice considering that the old 5.7 Hemi was even less, and the 6.4 naturally aspirated Hemi was even less than what we're squeezing out of a 3 liter now. This is crazy. This six pack here, they've got a beautiful badging across the carbon fiber scoops on the side, on both sides, reminding you that this is now the new six pack. It's really just an iteration of the Hurricane motor that they use in their pickup trucks and the Wagoneers now. But you've got this really strong crossbar right here that's going to really limit the body roll and give you a really stable drive on this. Now, I have only driven this one up here to the 3rd floor of our garage, so I haven't actually taken this above like 10 miles an hour. So I'm really excited to see how this feels on the inside. Now, on the inside here, we're going to go ahead and start this up. You've got a really cool push start button that's right down here before your gear shift. So we'll go ahead and start that up. Very smooth start up there. I had to mute the radio, but I love the way this sounds on the inside. I am wearing my lavalier microphone right now, so it's kind of hard to tell for sure from what you guys are hearing, but it does sound really nice. It's got a nice low rumble to it that's not too aggressive, but definitely lets you know that you're not in the electric vehicle anymore. Really nice dash right here. I love this display that they give us. Let's start here on the left side of the steering wheel and work our way up. You have your hood release right here. There is an emergency hood release underneath if the battery is dead, of course. You've got your light controls right here. You've got your interior dimmers. Over here, you have your windshield wipers and turn signal and brights. On the left side here, it looks like this is how you control the vehicle info and what's shown on the screen up here. Looks like you've got your performance timers, setups, notifications, digital displays. Lots of adjustments there for the heads-up display and for the interior of the vehicle. Over here, you have your answer and hang up buttons. You've got your adaptive cruise control on this side. And then, of course, we have our drive modes here. Now, going through the drive modes here, it looks like you have a custom mode, a sport mode, wet and snow mode, auto, and then, of course, back to the sport here, which is really cool. Now, this is really cool. These come standard with an all-wheel drive, which is super nice here in Colorado, but it gives you the option to switch into rear-wheel drive only, which is so cool that they give you that option so you can get that true sport charger experience while also having the all-wheel drive traction that you need in the wintertime here. You do have the large screen here. This one is equipped with the heated and ventilated seats, the heated steering wheel, and then, of course, the heated and ventilated for the passenger side. Wireless Apple CarPlay, built-in navigation system in the screen here. You've also got down here, you've got all of your buttons for the automatic engine off. You've got your parking sensors, traction control, your lane keep assist, your traction control, and then, of course, your launch mode, which is really nice. You've got your USB Type-Cs right here, a wireless phone charger, another storage space in front of the gear shift here. You've got 2 cup holders with the grippers here, and then underneath, this pops open to the passenger side, and then you've got some decent amount of space underneath your center console there. In the passenger seat, you're going to have basically the same setup as the driver's side, but in front of you, you've got the glove box here, which is actually pretty deep. That's a pretty good storage for the size of the vehicle, which is definitely nice. Up here, you're going to have your home link on your visors here for your garage door openers. You've got your lights here. You've got a button to open the tailgate or the trunk. You've got your door lights, your interior lights, and then you can also call for assist or SOS. And then you still get a sunglass holder, which is just such a nice little feature to have in a lot of these newer cars. They've been getting rid of those. So I do like that you still have your sunglass holder. Okay, now we're going to try out a new setup for the camera here. I've got it mounted to the front windshield so that way you can see in front of me while also seeing me. So we're going to see how this looks actually driving the vehicle and see if it holds up. All right, so we just got out of the garage and we're going over some speed bumps here. So we're going to see how this handles, going only like 5 miles an hour over these. But that handles very smooth. Definitely a stiff suspension in this, but it's not too bad actually. Going over that was not bad. So driving modes, I'm going to start us here just in... We're just going to start in sport mode, and it's really cool on my screen here. It pops up with an option for me to switch into rear-wheel drive and set up my sports setup. We're going to show more of this after the test drive, but that is very cool. So let's go ahead, head out here. This is a bit of a tight turn. Ooh, that just wants to, oh, that is nice. This heads-up display is really cool too. It not only shows me my speed and speed limit, but it's also showing me what gear I'm in and the RPM of the vehicle. Heading up this little hill right here. Oh, this thing is so smooth. This thing is so smooth. if you've watched some of my other videos, then you've heard me mention things about how beautiful our test drive is. But this way, with this camera setup, you can actually see what I'm looking at. We've got the mountains right there in front of us. Turning on to 8th Street here outside of Perkins Motors. Ooh, that's nice. I don't want to get too up to speed here because there's usually some police around here. So we're gonna give it a little bit of gas going up this hill here. Ooh, ooh, that sounds so nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, I've missed that. That was, oh man, that is nice. Anyone that's talking about the 6-pack versus the head, that's nice. That's nice. You don't need the extra 2 cylinders when you've got 2 extra turbos on there. Oh my gosh, that was responsive. I was going up like a 3% grade right there, and I didn't even get the gas all the way down, and it went from like 10 miles an hour to 50 and like that. Oh, that's so much fun. So we've got a little bit of a clear spot here. I'm going to go ahead and give it the beans. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. That rear wheel drive is it's a different feel. It's definitely a different feel. And I'm not sure if I prefer that. I think I liked the way that felt with the all-wheel drive, doing the acceleration earlier. Wow. Yeah, that's a different feel. It's definitely rear wheel. That's definitely a lot of weight going, pushing from the back. So it felt pretty nice. But I don't know. I really liked the way the all-wheel drive felt in this. I'm going to go ahead and switch back into that. Let me get that all-wheel drive kicked in. I like that. I like that a little bit more. That acceleration is a little smoother. All right, so this is the part of the test drive. If you've seen my other videos where we've got a downhill section with 2 switchbacks, it's about a 2 to a 5% grade. It gradually goes between. But you'll see what I'm talking about now that you can actually see what's in front of me. So going down this, it is recommended we take these turns at 20 miles an hour, and usually we do that, but this feels like it can handle a little bit faster than that. It's so smooth. It feels so connected to the road. This doesn't feel as boaty as like the other Chargers and Challengers felt to me. It doesn't feel as boaty. It feels a little bit more connected. I feel a little bit more on top of it. So let's give it a little beans going downhill here. We took that about 30. That feels really nice. So we're going to slow down and we're going to accelerate through this turn here. We'll give it a little go here. Oh, that feels nice. That's very comfortable. That feels really, really good. It's very tight on the road. The weight of this feels very nice, and the responsiveness of those turbochargers is incredible. That 6-pack motor is a lot of fun to drive. I definitely am a huge fan. A bit of a tight position here. But I like that my 360 camera noticed I was close to a car and it turned on. It gave me really easy access to see all the way around me and make sure I had room on this side. All right, so we're turning onto Highway 24 here. We're going to accelerate up to about 60 here. So we're going to get on the highway. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Man, I'm falling in love. You know, the worst part about selling cars is these are not the cars that I drive. I drive a Nissan Rogue. And so getting the opportunity to hop in something like this and have some fun with it and then watch someone else and help someone else get this dream in their driveway it's very rewarding. It's a very rewarding job watching people be able to get into very fun cars like this. This is so much fun. So lane splitting is actually legal here in the state of Colorado. So if you're on the road and there's motorcyclists out there, make sure that you're aware that they may be splitting the lanes next to you. Don't try to cut them off. Give them some space. Make sure that you're giving them room because that's a dangerous vehicle to be driving. This is just from like a daily driver perspective, and this is fun. Man, I like this. This is a lot of fun. So we're going to go ahead and back into our spot here. The 360 camera on this is super clear. Backup camera, no delays turning on. That was really, I like the software they use on these. They've definitely improved over the years on that. So we're gonna get this backed all the way up to the line here. This looks pretty good. I'm super impressed. I think this is a very, very fun drive. There's a couple other things I want to touch on the interior that I mentioned. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so this is the screen that I've been seeing the entire time I was driving, and I want to show you something about the different drive modes here. So when you switch through the different drive modes, not only do you see the different drive modes on your dash here as it goes through, but then it shows here on the screen giving you more options. So you've got a sport setup, you've got auto, you've got sport, you've got wet and snow, custom, and you can adjust all of that. But this is where you would put the vehicle into rear wheel drive just by tapping that button, and then you can turn it off the same way. But it looks like on this, you can adjust your different propulsion settings, and it tells you what it does, paddle shifters, sport, and all of this. You can adjust between street and sport for all the different drive modes here. And I just thought that was a really cool setup, how they had that all set up here. And so you can see all the different things that you get, the options of adjusting. Well, there you have it. This is the 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack in the Destroyer Gray. Beautiful, beautiful vehicle. The look, the finish, the materials that they used. Dodge really has done a great job with these. I think they have some coming back to do after the massive EV failure that the Chargers were. And I love that they're going back to gas, and I love that they're giving a inline 6-cylinder that gets you good gas mileage while also getting you more power than the Hemis offered. I'm very impressed, very satisfied with the drive. And if I could afford one, this is definitely one that I'd take home. Now, this one here has an MSRP of about $64,000, and this is the blacktop level 2. It's got the heads-up display 360 camera. It's got basically everything that you could want in one of these vehicles. So if you're interested in one of these, you want to take one for a test drive and see if the 6-pack is definitely the way to go, then shoot me a message. Reach out to me. You can reach out in the contact information below the video. You can also check out our website at perkinsmotors.com. And if you guys want to see more content, have questions, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Is Dodge making the right move going from the Hemis to the inline 6s? I don't know. I think it's a 50-50 debate. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say on that. But once again, my name's Johnny. Thank you so much for choosing Perkins Motors and for taking a look at the video here. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment and let me know what you think. We'll talk to you then.